who really rules? For example, I am here. Who really rules me? Who really governs me? Who really makes me do things? Now, before we begin, let me tell you a very simple, very popular story which we had heard in our childhood. We all have this idea about who governs things, who rules things, and how it keeps changing. It's a popular childish story, but it conveys the idea beautifully. So there was a person, he once climbed high up on a palm tree or a date palm tree. So while climbing up, he didn't notice that how high up he has climbed. And when he looked down, he got so terrified. He felt that he can never come down. And he was sure that he's going to die. So he started praying to Mother Kali, that see, Mother Kali, you are the ultimate power. Save me from this disaster. And I promise I'll offer you 10 goats. And with that, he got some energy, some strength. He started climbing down slowly. He came halfway down and then he said, Mother, why would you need 10 goats? 5 goats are enough. So then he came further down. So then it came down to 2 goats and finally 1 goat. And then he came down quite near this earth. Then he says, why do you need a goat? A bird should suffice. A pigeon should suffice. In some places, pigeon is offered. And just when he was about to put his feet down on earth, he says, Mother, why should you trouble me for getting a pigeon? So many birds are flying around. Just catch hold of one and have it. See, this is a very interesting story. It's a funny story. It was actually meant as a joke. But see, when you are in crisis, when you suddenly feel that everything has gone, then you suddenly realize that it's God. It's God who governs everything. But slowly, when you come on terra firma, when you start becoming sure of yourself, then the importance of God slowly moves away. That means, who becomes the ultimate ruler of you? Your mind, your strength. So, when you were in complete crisis, when you felt that your senses cannot work, your organs cannot work, your body cannot work, your mind cannot work, suddenly as if God took over. And when you were nearing safety, and finally when you became safe, your mind took over. This is a story, and it is meant to tickle your funny bone. But this also conveys a beautiful idea. That when you become helpless, suddenly, as if you realize that whatever you have is not enough. There is something more. And etc. Now, when we look around ourselves, we are always on the terra firma. We are on the firm ground. And naturally, our mind has taken over. And so naturally, we think that whatever is happening, any knowledge that I gain, any power that we have, it is from me. It is my mind. If you chance to read any book on consciousness from the Western authors, including great persons like Roger Penrose, who is a great mathematician cum physicist, Emperor's New Mind. It's a very famous work. I tried reading it. I read up for a few pages and then I could not understand anything and I dropped that book. They're trying to work out mathematical equations and this and that, God knows what. They have a lot of time, they can afford to do all that. But every time they're discussing consciousness, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, they're discussing mind. They're trying to define things and then they're trying to work out things, but they always end up confusing mind with consciousness. If you just try to sum up